Every time Harry and Meghan do something that works, something that lands, something that resonates with millions of people, a voice emerges from the direction of the palace to remind everyone what William will do to Harry when he becomes king. It has happened so many times now, so reliably that you have to stop and ask, who exactly is this strategy working for? Because it is not working for William. And the numbers and the public have made that abundantly clear, but here is the part most people completely missed inside the latest round of these stories. There is one detail buried underneath all the noise, and I will come back to it in a few minutes, because once you see it clearly, it reframes this entire conversation from the very beginning. So let us start with what actually happened. A panel on Talk TV sat down recently to discuss what William will do to Harry and Meghan when he ascends to the throne. One commentator called Harry's status as a counselor of state, a position that is publicly documented, legally established, and essentially ceremonial in nature, terrible, a problem, a major headache for the future king, and the suggestion made almost casually was that William will strip the titles, that Harry being married to Meghan is the condition that determines whether or not he keeps anything at all. That is what was put on television by people who present themselves as serious royal commentators in 2025 now. For context, because context matters enormously here. What is a counselor of state? It is a member of the royal family who can be appointed to deputize for the monarch in very specific, limited circumstances, signing official documents, attending Privy Council meetings. That is it. And Harry, as publicly confirmed information makes clear, holds this status but does not act in it. He is not a working royal. He does not perform the function. He lives in California. He is, for all practical purposes, simply a name on a list that has not changed, because no formal process has removed it. That is the terrifying, throne-destabilizing threat that had an entire television panel in a panic. And this is where it gets really interesting. Because this was not a one-off, this was not one commentator having a bad afternoon. Richard Eden wrote a piece in the Daily Mail making essentially the same prediction, that William will take, in his words, a much harder line with Harry and Meghan when he becomes king. A friend of William's, declining to be named, told Eden that whatever action he takes, it will be dramatic. They cited William's emotional display at an Aston Villa match in Istanbul. They cited changes to the Duchy of Cornwall, and they connected all of it to what William intends to do to his younger brother, living 5,000 miles away in California. What
Newly
looked
married
like royal
man with a passion
commentary was
and a
actually something
purpose.
else entirely.
Now he
It was
has
a
Meghan
pattern.
at his side, known as
And
the
patterns
Sulphur City
reveal things
for its
that
gas
individual
emissions,
moments
which make the
cannot.
whole place
Now,
smell
here is what the
a
public
bit like
said,
rotten
because this
eggs.
story did not land the way
Harry's
its architects
also
intended.
admitted
One
that
person
he's
wrote,
had
and I am
difficulty
reading
himself
this
because
directly.
everything that happened
On
to him
what
when he
basis
was
will he
younger,
strip
of
him?
course.
Has Harry committed
Concerns
a
about
criminal
mental
offense?
health
You don't
problems
know.
are shared by
Monarchy
New
is
Zealand's
just a
Prime
figurehead
Minister
with no
Jacinda
real
Ardern.
Power
Her
comes from
country's
Parliament.
youth suicide
I know,
rate
right? And that is not just a sharp comment, and it is a genuinely important constitutional point that the panel apparently did not
male
consider
mental
before
health
going to
in
air.
your community.
Someone else
For
wrote,
me, what I think
they are
is-
still
is
hoping
the
to get back the old Harry when he was falling out of pubs, self-medicating,
There are
and
typically
playing the
about
role
three
of the
types of
royal
rat
spare.
that we've got. There's
Yeah,
the Norway, the shit
That is
one,
the version
and
they want.
Is that a rat or a mouse?
this is a dead
The
one.
one who was struggling.
He's a big
The one who
mouse.
needed it.
Here you go,
Not the
Chris.
man who was thriving.
It's your lucky
And
day.
another person
He looks
said,
a bit,
take the title then.
Still.
It won't make
Geralds
any
are
difference to
working
William.
hard to
But it
eliminate these pesky foreign invaders.
Exactly.
What have you got
That
in
is
there,
the
Rubes?
thing they keep
It's
not
unright,
reckoning with. The idea that a title is the source of
being
Harry
munched through
and
by
Meghan's
these
power.
mammalian predators.
That without the word
68,000
shots, it all
per
goes
night.
away.
That's right.
As if the last several years did not happen.
And that's
How
why
irrelevant
thousands
are
of
Harry
New
and Meghan
Zealanders
again,
like
by
the
way?
Fitches
Someone else
by the
put it
year
this way.
2050.
Incredible.
So the
From
estimates are about
inheritance tax avoidance to
68,000
Andrew's
who
vile
reach of climbing
behavior
wrecks,
to the late
shipwrecks.
Queen
They'll
paying
climb up
millions
and
to settle
kill
a
babies.
lawsuit.
And
They'll take out babies
Harry
and they'll
and
get
Meghan
into the
are
nest
still
and eat the eggs as well.
Exactly.
And these birds are really
Selective
quite
outrage is
important
not
for our
subtle.
forest diversity.
And the
So
public
they're the
has
last kind
noticed.
of big bird left
And
that
then
we've
this
got
one, which
that can
genuinely
distribute
stops
seeds
people
like
from
tawa
looking
berries
at
from
miserable
tawa
chances.
trees.
he looks quite big,
Why
so
not
why is
say,
he at risk
if
from,
William
say, a
paid
stoat or a
divorce,
rat?
William could strip
Well, you
the
can see the
titles. Why
nest
are
is
they
not too
openly
far from the
refusing
ground,
end of
so he's
marriage
well
care?
within the...
Should she be championing the high street and fashion that people can afford to wear? And that's what the Duchess of Cambridge, that's what Kate was known for.
For her, and we saw her wearing Dion Lee, a navy blue wool dress, and that instantly sold out online. It crashed the website, considered by Meghan. Karen G was behind her white dress. The fact that Meghan has worn her dress on day one of the royal tour, I think what you need to know is there's definitely no mistakes here. Every single item that she has worn, down to the ethics of the brand, have been.
You are the optimistic generation. You are the new generation of service, and you are the... Hello, Sydney. Hello, Australia, and hello, Invictus.
First overseas tour together has been timed to coincide with the Invictus Games in Sydney. Rests, Harry climbs Sydney Harbour Bridge with some of the Invictus competitors to look and why this country just can't get enough of Meghan.
They simply just want to get.
Here we have everything to take the promotion. Thanks, Amy.
It makes me feel a little bit sad because she never got the chance to see her sons get married and grow up.
To the teens.
Honest, hard-working, and as tough as they come. And that resilience, sense of humour, and that make you unique. You are the backbone of this country.
But as the royal couple join locals for a picnic in the park, Harry and Meghan bring more into the bush. This is Dubbo, in the heart of rural New South Wales. Then in 2017, in the pouring rain, Daphne met Prince Harry again. A bond had formed between them.
Oh, the good news this morning. Yes. I'm going to get my wife to come in and say hello.
Familiar face.
She longed for a life like this, filled with love, peace, and freedom she herself was never given. And I know she is looking down from above, so incredibly proud of the man he has become, against all odds, against every threat, every smear, every unnamed friend, with a dramatic prediction. Harry and Meghan are still here, still thriving, still building something that millions of real people connect with, care about, and show up for. And the institution that was supposed to have the power, still sending messages through newspaper columns about what might happen someday. One of those stories is going to outlast the other. It already is. And if you think today's story was something,
Does it live up
what
to the
is
fairy
coming
tale?
next is even bigger.
No, not at all.
Because the backlash to this particular round of threats has
We
triggered
met
something
Prince
in
Harry
the
in
public
Brazil back in
conversation
2012.
that has
He
not
was
been
still
discussed
looking for
nearly
love
enough, and
and
I will have
appreciated
that for
how
you
hard
very
it would be
soon.
to find.
Now I want to hear from you. Do you think William's allies will keep issuing these threats as his coronation gets closer? Or do you think someone will eventually tell him how badly it is landing? Drop your answer in the comments below. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.